Everdell Farshore. This is your playthrough for 2. Good day, my name is Joe.
And I'm Shelby.
And today we're going to be doing a playthrough of Everdell Farshore. We kind of have the board already set up. The couple things we need to do is look at our island tiles. We're going to flip those over now. I'm going to flip over our A and B tiles, which kind of represent us being able to move our boat around the outside and score extra victory points. This is a new feature for Everdell Farshore. Each time we play a critter for a little while, and each time we play one of the paw prints, we'll also get to move around the outside. The outside scores you victory points and get you these treasure tokens. If you have a treasure token at the end of the game, you get an extra 2 points, or you can use it as a wild resource. The new resources in the game, we got some driftwood, we got some kelp or seaweed, we got a couple of these little gems, and these bouncy mushrooms, kind of just like the berries in the other game. We got our bay area with our 8 setup. Another little different setup that we have is the scoring tiles, these map tiles. You can take the first one, it's worth 2 times the amount of map tiles you have, and the one below it are 1. So some sets accruing over there. This dock and lookout area, and other than that, it's a little bit like Everdell. Then you have these anchor tokens, which you're allowed to put on a location that lets you play a matching critter for free. You get 3 of them throughout the game, and that's about it. Shelby will be playing the beavers, and I'll be playing the little lobsters over here. So other than that, I guess we'll get started. Shelby won the last game, so she's actually going to go first.
All right. Let me see what kind of cards I got in my hand. I think I'm going to work on building up some resources. So I'm going to head to this little mushroom bush.
Oh, I wanted to go to the mushroom bush too. I need to build some resources as well. So we're going to go down to this island here, get a driftwood, a kelp, and a mushroom for myself.
And then I'm going to play the scavenger from the bay. I can gain a resource when I play him for 2 mushrooms. And I'm going to I'll gain a driftwood. And I played a critter, so I get to move my ship.
All right. Moving the ship. All right, I'm gonna get 3 driftwood. Maybe later, these will pay dividends. So in the same as like Everdell, normally some green at the very beginning is good because you'll get 3 productions worth of it when you play it. At the start of spring and then at the start of autumn.
I'm going to head to the docks to discard some cards to gain some resources. So I'm going to discard. I'll discard 2 cards and gain a couple resources.
And while she's doing that, I'm going to spend 2 driftwood to get this this tangle raft. It's a green. It is a common construction, so I don't get anything, but it is a green, so I get it now as far as I get a single kelp. Or seaweed. What do they call it in this game? Kelp, seaweed?
I think it might be algae.
Algae, okay.
And these are the wind shore.
Okay. The winds blow.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's about all I can do with my people right now. So I'm going to prepare for spring.
So preparing for spring, she gets to take her workers back. Get a new worker. Activate any green icons in her area. I think she gets a resource. And the last player will get to move the wind tiles a little bit. However, I think I'm going to use one of my anchors already to put on a construction. So I need to put down either a matching creature or play a matching creature. I'm going to play this sail maker, which lets me move my ship one space. So we'll both be on the 2 right now. And it is a common critter, so I get to move one more. Now by moving this, I got to a treasure token, so I'll get one of those. But it did cost me one of my 3 anchors for the game.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna go pick up some sea glass and draw a card. I believe this has to be from the deck.
Yes. Okay, well, you know, while we do not have a blue, so we're actually going to spend this one though to try to get ahead. We're going to spend our treasure token, an algae, and a driftwood for this this tumbler over here.
No.
It's another green one, and it's a common construction. So for the green, I will just get a blue, and that'll be my turn.
I was looking at that one. I think I'm gonna pick up the grove for 2 driftwood and an algae, and I can gain a mushroom.
And it's going to look like I am going to have to prepare. So I'll get the Yule lobsters back. I get to activate all of my green. And then since I'm the last player, we're going to get new wind tiles. So one of my greens is to move my ship 1 space. One's to get an algae. And one's to get a crystal. Maybe something that washed ashore.
All right, so now if we play a construction or the little history scroll cards, we get to move our ship. I think for 2 mushroom, I'm gonna buy this little herbalist. And I gain 1 mushroom after you play a construction. And I'm gonna move, if you can move my ship for me.
Okay, she gets a treasure token. I'm gonna eventually need some mushrooms too. A galley. Move up to 3 spaces, but I think for now, I think we are going to need some driftwood. Gather some of those.
I think I'm gonna use an anchor to play the sail maker. So I'll put an anchor on my grove. And I can move my ship 1 space.
Okay, so we'll both be at 6. I think I am going to pay 2 driftwood and a kelp for this inn. This inn is a construction, so I can move the ship. Lets me get treasure. And the inn is I can put a one of my meeples on here from the bay for 3 fewer resources.
Oh, I think I'm gonna visit this island. Get a driftwood, a little algae, and a mushroom.
All right, to really try to capitalize, I'll pay a driftwood, an algae, and 2 blue pebbles for this
Port.
yeah, the port. Sorry, forgot what I was doing for a second. After I play, I gain one of the resources that's not a mushroom after I play a critter, but I picked that up because it's history and construction. So that'll put me at 12 plus treasure token.
What a card. I think I'm gonna spend my last little guy and pick up a couple mushrooms.
I'm going to use one of my anchors on my port so I can take another history critter. I'm going to play the one with the customs officer. So when I play a card, I can replace one of the resources with something else. Now I only have 1 anchor left, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but it is another history. So I'll go up 1 more on the boat, get 14.
I'm gonna spend 2 mushrooms for the sea chip, where I can activate 1 green in my city. So if you want to, you can go while I decide what resource I want to pick up.
Well, not a whole bunch of
driftwood.
Do need to get some resources. So I'll pick up a driftwood and 2 kelp. Go to the island down here.
I think I'm gonna prepare for summer.
All right, so you take your animeeples back. And you get 2 cards from the bay. Now the bay is out here, so you can take any 2 cards you want.
I'll take the scriptorium and the gardens.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go to my inn so I can play a card from the bay for 3 fewer resources. So I'll just pick up the herbalist. So after I play a construction, I will get a mushroom. So he's a history, so I move him up 1. He is a critter 2, so I get a resource of my choice. I don't have any of these blue pebbles again, so I'll choose that. And that'll be my turn.
Now I'm gonna visit the dunes and pick up a treasure map. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 greens. Pick up one of these.
All right, trying to get those victory points early. I need to change a few things out there, so I'm going to take my enemy pulls back as well. I'm going to take 2 cards from the bay. Could take another Abbey. Something from my hand for 3 or fewer. I think you have a maximum of 8 cards in your hand. Take this galley as well. So since I was the last player, we get 2 round wind tokens. And since things change, the islands are actually going away. So in the summer, after the last person is prepared, all the special islands go away. So that's another interesting thing about Farshore.
It's called high tide.
Ooh, high tide.
So the islands disappear. So our new thing is unique cards and the little brown knapsacks. Pick up some algae.
I'm going to play this Abbey for 2 driftwood and 1 blue. The Abbey lets me play a card from my hand for 3 or fewer. I do have to put somebody there. Now I did also play a construction, so the herbalist is going to give me a mushroom.
Was it unique?
As common.
I think I'm going to play the galley for 2 algae and 3 driftwood. I've only got 2, so I'm going to spend my treasure chest for a resource. And I get to move my ship 3 spaces.
All right, 2 treasure tokens.
And then I played a unique, so I get to move it 1 more time. And it was a brown.
All right, we're both on the 16 space over here.
And then I get to, with my herbalist, gain 1 mushroom after I play construction.
Pretty good little turn there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go to my Abbey so I can play a card from my hand for 3 fewer resources. And I'm actually going to play this galley so I can spend 3 less driftwood. So I'll spend my 2 kelp. And the galley lets me move 3 spaces. So it looks like we both played our galley. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. I passed a treasure token. It's a unique and a brown, just like you played. So I'm going to get 2 more for another treasure token. So we both have a couple galleys out there.
I'm glad I caught up. I'm going to spend my 2nd anchor, place it on the galley, to play this postal pigeon. And I get to draw 2 cards from the deck, and I can play 1 for free. So maybe I'll get a good one. I am going to play the post office for free. And I played a construction, so I get a mushroom from my herbalist. And then when I played the postal pigeon, I got to move up 1. He was a little brown.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. I think we'll just play get a blue and a card.
Just gonna pick up some driftwood.
We're going to use our last anchor. We definitely don't want to be left with any anchors to play this scribe. So we can discard 3 cards. We can discard 3 cards. And then we gain a shell for each of those cards. So we get 3 shells.
Oh. These are victory points. I don't know if you talked about the
I
shells
did not.
in the beginning.
So these are these are like money in Everdell, but these are the victory points, and I get to draw 3 cards.
Okay, I am going to go to the post office, and I can discard any number of cards from your hand, then play a card for that many fewer resources. So I'm going to discard 3 cards and then play the harbor for 3 driftwood, 1 kelp, that's 1 fewer resource, and then 1 sea glass, so that's my other 2. And I have nothing left. I have nothing.
When I did play this scribe, this critter, I should have gotten a resource from my port, so I'll just take a kelp now. Well, I'm now going to play this hideout. So this hideout for blue, a kelp, and my customs officer lets me pay with another resource. I'll pay with this mushroom instead. I can discard 5 cards and get that many shells under that many cards. So I'm going to discard 4 cards, so I get 4 shells.
Does it have to be one or the other, or could you do a combination?
I can do up to 5 cards. So this card's worth 0 victory points at the end of the game.
You did 4?
Yeah, but it's given me 4 for discarding and drawing 4 more. It is a unique knapsack,
come on.
so it's another 2 points over here. So we keep on getting that treasure tokens, keep those rolling in. Now I only have 4 spots left in my city, so kind of running a little bit out of room here.
Okay, I am going to use my last anchor on the harbor to pick up this little sculptor for some end game scoring. I get 2 points for each unique construction in my city at the end of the game. We got some expensive ones out there.
I only have 1 mushroom too. But I think it's time to go to the dunes.
No.
I have
No.
I have 3 history, so I'm going to take our 3 history map. So now we both have a map.
I think I'm going to prepare.
Okay.
I'm going to hold.
All right. So you get your animeeples back. And we'll do the other 2 first. You can take 2 cards either from the deck or the bay.
I think I will take maybe this steward and the governor.
And you also get to do your green abilities on your cards. If you get duplicates out here, one of the new things is you can stack them on top of each other so they don't clutter up the bay too much. That's kind of a nice little change that I really like about this game.
Can you move my ship, please?
Just 1?
Yep.
Okay. All right, did you do all your green?
Yeah, I need 1 more. I'm doing my sea chip, so I get to do one of these again. Guess I will get a little algae. I'm full up on mushrooms.
Okay. I have a few knapsacks, but you know what we really need to start doing is getting some endgame victory points. I don't really have a lot of resources to work with. So we're gonna get a couple kelp and then pass the turn.
I'm gonna pick up some maps here. I'm gonna get the little unique. I've got 2 purples in my city.
And I'm gonna have to prepare for autumn. So get all the animeeples back. I can get 2 cards out of here. These refresh. And then we get, I get to do my green. And then we'll get our last 2 wind tokens.
Green and common.
Common green, not really anybody wants to play with a common green. My sailmaker, I'll move up 1. Get 1 from kelp. Get 1 from the tumbler. I can discard 3 cards and I gain 1 for each, which I will do, and that'll be the last of it. I'll discard 3 cards, draw 3 new ones, and get 3 shells. Oh, I'm rocking with the shells.
I think I'm gonna send my whole family up to the dunes. Pick up another map. I've got at least 1 of each color in my city.
And the maps are pretty good because you really want to make sure that you can, the more maps you have, the bigger the multiplier kind of is. So you could forego the maps if you had a decent amount, but right now I don't. I'm going to go to my Abbey because I think this card's pretty good. Can play a card from my hand for 3 or fewer resources. I'm going to play this unique critter. He's a pirate. I gain 3 treasure. Man, that's it.
Spend a couple mushrooms on a steward. I can go here if I need to activate a couple different greens in my city, but he is a common, so I'll move my ship and get a treasure.
All right, I'm going to play this sea chip in my hand. I can activate a green in my city, which we're going to do it again. Activate 1 green in my city. I can discard up to 3 cards to draw 3 more.
And 3.
And then 3 more victory points. With the sea chip, one of the reasons I played it is a common and it is a green, so I'll get 2 more ship movements. City's kind of filling up though. I have 2 spots left. Shelby has 4.
I think I'm gonna get some driftwood.
I believe I have 1, 2, 3 knapsacks. So I'll take, oops. Sorry about that. That kind of hit your ship.
I think I'm gonna pick up this inn. for a couple driftwood and an algae. That was a comment, so I'll move my ship. Play the construction, so I'm going to take a mushroom.
Okay, I'm going to go to my inn to play this seed chip. Activate one green in my city. You guys know which one I'm going to activate. It's the one where I discard 3 cards. Draw 3 off the deck. 3 more shells from my from this scribe. I think this scribe may be carrying what we do, but it is a common critter, green critter. So another 2 more. Now I do only have 1 more spot in the city. And since I did play a critter, I get a resource for free.
I'm going to head to the dunes, I think, one last time and pick up this treasure map. I have 3 little paw prints.
I think I'm going to go to the dunes as well. Get us just a 1 times though.
And I think for my last little turn, I'm gonna burn my mushrooms and a treasure chest. I don't know if this will be worth it for a governor. We'll find out.
And we'll take another one of these maps. All right, you got any other moves?
That's gonna be it for me.
I'm gonna play from my hand this sloop. It does cost me 2 kelp, 2 driftwood. I have 1 driftwood, but I do have this customs officer that I can pay with another resource. This is green, so I get to move it up 1. Get a treasure token. And the ability of this is move your ship up 2 spots. So my city's full. Shelby has 2 spots left. Can you do anything else?
Nope.
All right, we'll be back with final scoring. All right, guys, we just tallied up final score. Shelby had 112. I ended up with 121. That was a nice, fun game. She got 32 points in the maps. Not as many in the treasure tokens. I had quite a few shells. Where she did probably catch up, though, is I had no purple in-game scoring in my city. So last game we played, we scored about 10 or so for each one. So those really help out. But I do think what may have done it too was the actual boats. 28 to 43 points. That's probably the disparity there. So if she had a little more boats or a couple more things, or I didn't have all these shells, game would have been different. Still a very close game. There's a lot of different ways to score in this game. We had a lot of fun. Thanks for enjoying the ride with us. If you like Everdell, you'll probably enjoy this game too. Subtle differences and a lot of quality of life changes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough, and until next time.